You already know how to ride. What you're wondering is whether you'll still feel like a rider after 10 years away. The wrong motorcycle can destroy your confidence before you even leave the parking lot, while the right one makes it feel like you never stopped riding. Today, we're counting down 15 motorcycles built for exactly that comeback. And our number one pick isn't the fastest, the flashiest, or the most expensive. It's the one that gives experienced riders their confidence back almost immediately. Let's get started. Number 15, Royal Enfield Hunter 350. 10 years away can play a trick on you. Your mind remembers the rider you were, but your hands need miles to catch up. That's where the Royal Enfield Hunter 350 earns its place. Its 349 cubic centimeter single delivers over 20 horsepower, so the throttle doesn't jolt rusty instincts awake, it gently coaxes them back. At 399 pounds with a 31.1-inch seat, stops feel steady, U-turns feel less like an exam, and dual-channel ABS adds a layer of reassurance. The Hunter looks like a real roadster too, not a training wheel disguised as a motorcycle. Starting around $4,300 new, it's an affordable way to remember why you rode in the first place. If this countdown is already helping you see returning to riding from a whole new perspective, drop a hype in the comments and subscribe. That's what motivates us to keep creating motorcycle guides built for real riders, not marketing brochures. Once the nerves begin to disappear, you start wishing for a lower seat, a more relaxed riding position, and a motorcycle that lets you settle in for longer rides without thinking about balance at every stop. Somewhere in Japan, engineers built exactly that kind of welcome back. Number 14, Kawasaki Eliminator 450. Do you worry that today's modern cruisers feel too heavy to manage or too sensitive on the throttle after a long break? The nimble Kawasaki Eliminator 450 removes that anxiety completely. It trades aggressive performance for predictable handling and a remarkably low seat height, allowing your muscle memory to take over effortlessly. Its 451 cubic centimeter liquid, cooled parallel twin produces about 51 horsepower and nearly 32 pound-feet of torque, delivering smooth, predictable acceleration that's easy to manage in traffic and around town. The assistant slipper, clutch keeps, shifts light and forgiving, while the low seat and roughly 388-pound curb weight makes stops, U-turns, and parking lot practice feel remarkably unintimidating. Available ABS adds welcome reassurance when conditions suddenly change. Because the Eliminator is still relatively new, used inventory continues to grow. Expect clean, low-mileage examples to sell for roughly $4,800 to $6,200, offering excellent value compared to a new model. The Eliminator doesn't challenge your confidence, it quietly rebuilds it. But not everyone coming back wants a cruiser posture. Many riders remember learning on a standard motorcycle and want that familiar upright position again, something that feels instantly recognizable the moment they release the clutch. Few manufacturers have earned that kind of trust as consistently as the company whose reputation was built on making motorcycles almost anyone can ride well. Picture it, you buy the bike, it looked clean, it sounded great. 3 weeks later, the bills start, a worn chain, tired forks, a service the seller never mentioned. That's thousands gone on a bike you already paid full price for. Our inspection checklist catches every one of those before you pay, walking the bike like a mechanic. Spend $49 now or lose thousands later. Scan the QR on the right or tap the link in the description. Don't let a hidden problem drain your wallet. Number 13, Honda CB500F. Coming back after years away isn't about relearning how to ride. It's about rebuilding the confidence that time quietly wears away. That's exactly where the Honda CB500F shines. From the first pull away from the curb, it feels calm, predictable, and remarkably familiar. Its smooth parallel twin engine delivers power with restraint, never rushing you or punishing small mistakes. Instead, it gives you the freedom to focus on what matters most, trusting yourself again. Its neutral riding position, approachable seat height, and balanced chassis make slow-speed maneuvers feel natural, while standard anti-lock brakes and Honda's light clutch ADD another layer of reassurance when your skills are still waking up. Just as important, Honda's legendary reliability means fewer worries in the garage and more weekends on the road. Clean used examples remain widely available at sensible prices, making this one of the smartest re-entry motorcycles you can buy. Now we'd love to hear from you. Have you ever taken a long break from riding? What was the hardest part? Confidence, slow speed handling, or simply choosing the right bike again? Leave a comment below because your experience could help another rider who's thinking about making the same comeback. The CB500F makes very few mistakes. It's balanced, predictable, and remarkably easy to trust. But once your confidence begins returning, you may find yourself wanting a motorcycle with just a little more personality, something that still forgives mistakes, yet reminds you why you fell in love with riding in the first place. Another Japanese manufacturer found that sweet spot years ago with an engine that has quietly won over returning riders for decades. Number 12. Suzuki SV650. True engineering balance matters more than raw, untamed horsepower when you are retraining your hands and eyes on the road. The iconic Suzuki SV650 remains the gold standard for pure, intuitive street tracking. Its legendary V-twin delivers smooth, predictable power that feels eager without ever becoming intimidating, letting forgotten instincts return one ride at a time. The low seat, manageable weight, and balanced chassis make slow-speed practice, parking lots, and winding back roads feel reassuring instead of stressful. Modern features like standard anti-lock brakes and low RPM assist quietly help in the background, allowing you to focus on rebuilding confidence rather than correcting mistakes. Better still, the used market is packed with well-maintained examples, with most selling between roughly $4,500 and $7,000, making it one of the smartest values for returning riders. But some riders returning after a decade aren't chasing excitement anymore. They're looking for something with a little more refinement, a little more craftsmanship, and the kind of timeless style that makes every ride feel special before the engine even starts. Across the Atlantic, one British name has spent generations perfecting exactly that balance. Number 11. Triumph Speed Twin 900. If you are looking to trade generic highway commuting for soul-stirring weekend carving, you need a machine with mature character. That is precisely where the Triumph Speed Twin 900 steps in. Its 900 cubic centimeter parallel twin produces around 64 horsepower and 59 pound-feet of torque. But the magic is where that muscle lives. Low in the revs, smooth, unhurried. You roll on the throttle, and the bike simply pulls without demanding frantic shifts or razor-sharp reactions. The 30.8-inch seat keeps the ground closed while cornering ABS, traction control, and rain mode quietly watch your back. Yes, at roughly 476 pounds, it has substance, but it carries that weight with composure. And that's the Speed Twin's gift. It doesn't treat you like a beginner returning from exile. It treats you like an experienced rider finding his rhythm. But life after 50 often means commuting, weekend escapes, and everyday practicality matter just as much as weekend style. What if one motorcycle could make returning to riding feel almost effortless, even in heavy traffic? That's where Japanese practicality quietly changes the conversation. Number 10. Honda NC750X. If modern traffic, heavy clutch levers, and the constant threat of stalling at busy intersections are keeping you off the road, the stress-free Honda NC750X offers a brilliant, ultra-smooth way to reclaim your freedom. Its 745 cubic centimeter parallel twin produces about 58 horsepower and 51 pound-feet of torque. But the real magic is how effortlessly it delivers that power. The engine pulls smoothly from low revs, making city streets, country roads, and highways feel calm instead of demanding. Even better, Honda's available dual-clutch transmission removes the worry of stalling while still delivering a true motorcycle experience. Standard ABS, traction control, and multiple riding modes quietly build confidence without getting in your way. Practicality is another reason riders love it. The unique front storage compartment adds everyday convenience, while the low center of gravity makes the motorcycle feel lighter than its weight suggests during slow speed maneuvers. Used examples are plentiful, typically selling for between $5,800 and $8,500, making the NC an exceptional long-term value. But some riders eventually realize they missed something, a motorcycle that speaks a little more to the heart while keeping that same approachable confidence. Fortunately, another Japanese machine manages to blend modern engineering with classic inspiration without asking you to sacrifice ease of riding. Number 9. Yamaha XSR700. Striking the perfect balance between retro style and modern performance is essential when you are ready to stop overthinking your controls and start enjoying the curves again. That is where the exceptionally agile Yamaha XSR700 truly comes alive. Beneath its timeless styling is a smooth parallel twin engine that delivers strong, predictable power without ever feeling intimidating. It responds with confidence instead of aggression, making back roads, city streets, and highway miles feel equally rewarding. Its lightweight chassis, upright riding position, and balanced handling make the motorcycle feel smaller than it looks, giving you confidence when traffic slows or the road tightens. Standard anti-lock brakes add reassurance, while the motorcycle's honest, connected feel reminds you that skill grows through experience, not electronics. Another advantage is value. Well-maintained used models are easy to find across the country, with most selling for between $6,000 and $8,500, making ownership surprisingly attainable. We've already seen that rebuilding confidence isn't about buying the fastest motorcycle, it's about buying the right one. If that's exactly why you're here, don't forget to like and subscribe. Every bit of support helps us keep making practical motorcycle content for riders who value experience over ego. The XSR700 proves that coming back to riding doesn't mean giving up personality. It wraps approachable performance inside timeless styling that makes every ride feel a little more memorable. Still, not every returning rider wants nostalgia. Some simply want the motorcycle that disappears beneath them, the one that asks for almost no adjustment and lets confidence rebuild naturally mile after mile. Sometimes the smartest choice is also the simplest. Number 8. Kawasaki Z650. Wondering if sharp sport bike handling can feel welcoming rather than aggressive after a decade-long hiatus? The exceptionally nimble Kawasaki Z650 shines by making high-quality pavement performance feel entirely accessible. It doesn't try to overwhelm you with brute force. Instead, it rewards calm, deliberate riding with predictable handling that quickly feels familiar again. Its responsive parallel twin engine delivers power in a smooth, reassuring way, while the low seat, lightweight, and neutral riding position make slow speed maneuvers feel remarkably natural. Whether you're practicing tight U-turns or easing through busy traffic, the motorcycle stays composed and easy to manage. Standard anti-lock brakes and Kawasaki's assist and slipper clutch quietly add another layer of reassurance, helping rusty skills return without unnecessary stress. The used market is equally appealing, with well-kept examples widely available between roughly $4,800 and $6,800, making it an outstanding value for experienced riders returning to the road. The Z650 proves that rebuilding confidence doesn't require a smaller motorcycle, just the right one. But returning to motorcycling isn't always about repeating the rides you used to take. Sometimes it awakens the desire to explore roads you've never ridden before. If you're looking for that same approachable confidence wrapped in a machine that invites adventure instead of simply commuting, one German Number 7 BMW G310 ditch the boring highway, pavement, and seek out the unpaved back roads you used to map out years ago. For riders eager to explore beyond the city limits, without wrestling a giant machine, the nimble BMW G310 is your ticket back. It captures the spirit of a full-size adventure machine without asking you to wrestle with one. Its 313 cubic centimeter single delivers about 34 horsepower and 21 pound-feet of torque, giving you smooth confidence, building acceleration instead of intimidating surges. At roughly 386 pounds, it feels remarkably light beneath you, making slow turns, parking lots, and uneven pavement far less stressful than many larger adventure bikes. Yes, the seat sits a little higher than some rivals, but the narrow chassis and excellent balance make it feel far more approachable than the specification suggests. Standard ABS, upright ergonomics, and generous suspension invite you to look beyond familiar streets and start exploring again. Because returning isn't only about recovering old skills, it's about rediscovering your curiosity. But not every returning rider dreams about gravel roads or weekend adventures. Some simply want every ride to feel special the moment they open the garage. For that, few countries understand timeless motorcycling quite like Italy, where character has always mattered just as much as capability. Number 6. Moto Guzzi V7-Strom. Skip the sterile, highly buzzy Japanese engines that offer zero mechanical personality and force an aggressive crouch on your lower back. If you need a relaxed, upright cockpit with a deep soul to get your groove back, look directly at the exceptionally charming Moto Guzzi V7-Strom. Its 853 cubic centimeter transverse V-twin produces about 67 horsepower and 58 pound-feet of torque. But the real charm lies in its relaxed character. The engine delivers strong low-end pull, encouraging smooth, unhurried riding that rebuilds trust instead of demanding perfection. Add the comfortable upright ergonomics, a confidence-inspiring seat height, standard ABS, traction control, and the low center of gravity, and every mile feels composed rather than intimidating. One feature owners especially appreciate is the maintenance-friendly shaft drive. Instead of cleaning and adjusting a chain, you simply spend more time enjoying the road. Used availability is steadily improving, with well-kept examples commonly selling for between $6,500 and $8,800, making this distinctive Italian machine surprisingly attainable. We've now looked at motorcycles that excel in confidence, comfort, practicality, and everyday usability. So tell us in the comments, which bike has impressed you the most so far, or which one would you ADD to this list? While you're there, don't forget to like the video and subscribe, because our top choices are still coming. The V7-Strom delivers something few motorcycles can: effortless confidence wrapped in unmistakable personality. Every ride feels like an occasion without demanding anything from the rider. But confidence isn't built only through character. For some riders returning after many years, nothing matters more than feeling completely planted every time they stop. When both feet sit flat on the pavement, uncertainty disappears almost instantly, and one motorcycle has earned a reputation for doing exactly that. Number 5. Honda Rebel 500. If stopping on uneven roads or struggling to manage a top-heavy machine makes you nervous, you need a chassis built for absolute physical control. The highly accessible Honda Rebel 500 is engineered specifically to erase those tipping anxieties. It places your body so low to the ground that you feel instant, unshakable mastery over the pavement. Both feet rest firmly on the pavement, slow speed turns feel controlled, and the anxiety that often follows a long break starts to disappear. Its smooth parallel twin engine delivers steady, predictable power that never rushes you, while its light handling makes traffic, parking lots, and winding back roads feel far less intimidating than you remembered. Standard anti-lock brakes and Honda's light assist and slipper clutch quietly smooth out the rough edges, allowing old instincts to return one ride at a time instead of all at once. Just as reassuring is its reputation for reliability, the Rebel asks very little beyond routine maintenance, and the used market is full of clean, well-cared-for examples, with most selling between roughly $4,800 and $6,500. That makes it one of the smartest investments for riders rediscovering life on two wheels. But eventually, most returning riders reach a turning point. The fear is gone, the basics feel natural again, and they're ready for a motorcycle that adds a little more excitement without bringing back the intimidation they worked so hard to leave behind. That's where another Japanese favorite has quietly earned its reputation. Number 4. Yamaha MT-07. Strip away bulky plastic and heavy fairings to reveal one of the most celebrated street platforms of the modern era. The lightweight Yamaha MT-07 dominates this class because it doesn't simply rebuild your confidence. It reminds you why you fell in love with riding in the first place. Its celebrated parallel twin engine delivers smooth, eager power with an unmistakable character that feels lively without ever becoming intimidating. Every twist of the throttle is predictable, encouraging you to relax, trust your instincts, and enjoy the ride instead of worrying about the motorcycle beneath you. Add its lightweight chassis, upright riding position, and easy balance, and even slow speed maneuvers begin to feel almost effortless. Modern features, including standard anti-lock brakes and updated rider aids, provide a welcome safety net without taking away the satisfaction of being fully in control. It's technology that quietly supports you rather than stealing the experience. The MT-07 is just as appealing on the used market, where clean, well-maintained examples are widely available for roughly $5,800 to $7,800. That combination of proven reliability, strong resale value, and affordable ownership has made it one of the most trusted middleweight motorcycles in America. The Yamaha MT-07 proves that approachable doesn't have to mean boring. It's lively, confidence-inspiring, and capable of putting a smile on your face every time you twist the throttle. But not every returning rider measures enjoyment by acceleration alone. Some want a motorcycle that encourages them to slow down, explore side roads, and simply enjoy being back in the saddle. Across the channel, one British manufacturer has mastered that feeling with a machine that blends modern confidence and timeless adventure. Number 3, Triumph Scrambler 400X. Here's what no one warns you about after 10 years away. The hardest habit to recover might be curiosity. At first, you ride the roads you know. Same gas station, same turns, same safe loop home. Then a motorcycle like the Triumph Scrambler 400X starts whispering, "What's down there?" Its 398 cubic centimeter single makes nearly 40 horsepower and about 28 pound-feet of torque, enough to make highway miles easy without turning every throttle movement into a test. At roughly 395 pounds, it changes direction without a fight, while wide bars and an upright riding position give you leverage when speeds drop. Yes, the 32.9-inch seat is taller than our ideal, but the narrow middle makes reaching the pavement less intimidating than the spec sheet suggests. Dual-channel ABS, traction control, and a slip-and-assist clutch quietly smooth the rough edges while you rediscover your timing. New, you're looking at roughly $6,000. Since the used supply is still growing, recent examples generally land between $4,800 and $5,700. The Scrambler doesn't just return you to riding, it makes you wonder again. The Scrambler 400X makes every ride feel like an invitation to take the scenic route. It's approachable, versatile, and wonderfully easy to live with. But as confidence grows, so do ambitions. Before long, those Sunday afternoon rides become full-day trips, weekend escapes, and journeys that stretch well beyond familiar roads. That's when riders begin looking for a motorcycle that feels just as reassuring after 300 miles as it does after 30. And one Japanese adventure icon has been answering that call for decades. Number 2, Suzuki V-Strom 650. Wondering if you can transition straight into distance touring without a massive top-heavy luxury cruiser draining your physical energy? The bulletproof Suzuki V-Strom 650 answers that dilemma perfectly. For someone returning after a long break, that's worth more than another 20 horsepower. Its 645 cubic centimeter V-twin produces about 70 horsepower and 45 pound-feet of torque, delivering smooth, predictable acceleration that never feels intimidating. Every throttle input is measured, every corner feels planted, and every mile helps replace hesitation with quiet confidence. Standard ABS, traction control, low RPM assist, and Suzuki's Easy Start system work behind the scenes, making everyday riding feel remarkably forgiving. Although the seat sits slightly taller than some motorcycles on this list, the narrow design, excellent balance, and low-feeling center of gravity make slow-speed maneuvers surprisingly easy. Whether you're commuting, touring, or exploring back roads, the V-Strom simply disappears beneath you, letting the ride become the focus. Used availability is outstanding, with well-maintained models commonly selling for between $5,000 and $8,000, making it one of the smartest values on the market. The V-Strom has earned its reputation by making long-distance riding feel remarkably easy. It's comfortable, dependable, and one of the most confidence-inspiring motorcycles ever built for riders who simply want to keep going. But our number one choice isn't here because it travels farther. It's here because it strikes the rare balance every returning rider hopes to find. A motorcycle that feels welcoming on day one, yet rewarding enough to own for many years without ever feeling like you've outgrown it. Few manufacturers have built a reputation for that balance better than Honda. Number 1. Honda CB650R. Coming back to riding was never about proving you could still twist a throttle. It was about proving to yourself that the connection never truly disappeared. And if one motorcycle captures that feeling better than any other, it's the Honda CB650R. It doesn't overwhelm you with power or hide behind flashy technology. Instead, it meets you exactly where you are today, then grows with every mile you ride. Its silky inline 4 engine is refined at low speeds, rewarding smooth inputs with effortless control, yet it still delivers that unmistakable surge when confidence finally returns. The upright riding position, balanced chassis, responsive brakes, and standard anti-lock braking system make every commute, back road escape, and weekend ride feel composed rather than demanding. Honda's remarkable engineering allows the motorcycle to feel lighter and friendlier than its performance suggests, making it a machine that builds trust instead of testing it. Reliability has always been part of the Honda name, and the CB650R proudly continues that tradition. Clean used models are becoming easier to find across the country, with most selling between roughly $7,000 and $9,000, offering exceptional value for riders planning to stay in the saddle for years to come. The greatest mistake returning riders make isn't buying too little motorcycle, it's buying too much, too soon. The right machine doesn't challenge your confidence, it restores it. And once that confidence returns, you'll realize something remarkable. You never forgot how to ride. You simply needed the right motorcycle to remind you. And that's what makes these motorcycles more than just good bikes. They're motorcycles that help experienced riders feel like themselves again. The right choice doesn't simply get you back on the road. It reminds you why you loved riding in the first place. If this video gave you the confidence to start planning your return, the next video takes that journey even farther with more motorcycle insights every rider should know before their next ride. Click it now to continue the road trip. Join our tribe by subscribing. And don't forget to like this video before you head to the next ride.